no, really excited. I mean, this has been a long time coming, and the kind of the build over the last couple of years to get to the point of being able to go to the national championships. And so, to have 10 athletes going is incredible. It'll be, I think, a great opportunity for them to kind of finally showcase and for us to put Concordia on the map a little bit on that national stage.
Yeah, to have 9 throwers going is absolutely amazing. We left 3 behind that were right on the cusp of making it, just a few centimeters away, and one of them was a senior, so that was pretty hard to do, or else we could easily have had 12 throwers going, and then of course Chelsea in the multi to make it even 10. But yeah, to have 9 throwers go our first year going D2 is pretty amazing.
Yeah, I'm just excited to go as a freshman. There's only 2 other freshmen going in the top 20 of the nation, so it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out.
Pretty exciting for me because my freshman and sophomore year is at a community college and we didn't really have a nationals. And so now coming to Concordia as a junior, going to nationals my first year, it's pretty exciting. The experience going to North Carolina and hopefully competing against some of the best people in the country right now, which is the competition that I need to PR. So, I mean, I try to always tell Liz that I'm going to beat her, but it's kind of unfair that I'm a guy throwing the jab and she's a girl. But I tell her that I'll add 70 feet to her throw, and if she beats me at that point, then she wins. But every time I do that, I think it's bad luck because she beats me every time. So.
I mean, as a freshman, I didn't really know what to expect going in for conference, but we had a great meet. I was able to PR, but even with that, it was only 7th because it's such a difficult javelin group out there for the women. And I know all the ladies did really well for shot to go 1 through 8 and everything. It was just impressive all around.
It was pretty good. It was very good competition. It was definitely the meet that I needed to PR in. But I'm kind of fighting through an injury right now, and I think I'm recovering really well for nationals, and hopefully I can power through there.
Well, we won the indoor title, which was amazing on its own, but coming back and going outdoor and then doing the same thing, back to back, it was definitely a special moment. It was definitely a cool moment, and to contribute, that was probably the best part. Just contribute to that team award.
Go ahead, Jacob.
Yeah, I didn't perform as well as I would have hoped. I wish I would have thrown farther and had a PR. It was the time to do it, but we still pulled through. I took first. I did what we needed to. We all placed where we needed to, and we came together in the end.
Yeah.
Definitely, I felt very fortunate to be able to come into Concordia this year, as last year and the years prior they weren't able to go to nationals. And I know everybody on the team could go to nationals those years, so I feel fortunate enough to be able to qualify and go all 4 years.
I'm excited. I'm really excited. Last year, we couldn't go, and I think I would have qualified. But just to come back my sophomore year and then kick it up a little bit, have a good season PR and a lifetime PR was really good. And training's been going well, weights have been going well. I honestly couldn't feel better going into the national meet. We're really close. That's definitely
yeah. There's such a cool dynamic on this team. We all want the best for each other, and at the end of the day, we're each other's competitors. But it just pushes us even further. When Jake has a PR in a meet and I'm struggling, it's like, all right, I'm going to get my next one in, and it pushes him to get his next one in. And it's really cool just to feed off of each other's energy like that.
Yeah, I mean, you just come down. Anyone, if they come down one time while we're lifting weights, while we're going heavy, you'll see. It doesn't matter who's up there lifting. We're cheering for everyone. It's intense and it's good. It's like that in training too. It's a really cool dynamic.
It's really exciting because I was originally planning on qualifying at Hammer, but shot put was the surprise this year. So getting to go in 2, it's going to be an experience because I do my first event first, primary event first, and then I get to do shot after that. So I'll get to play around with it a bit and see what happens.
My first thought about going to Charlotte is simply that I needed to stay out of the sun because I don't compete until Saturday, and we go in there on Tuesday, so I need to be able to take it easy and make sure that I'll be ready to go and not lose focus for the week. It's definitely pretty shocking going. Our conference may not be the strongest for the throws. We definitely are the powerhouse there, and then you go to the national meet and you see all of these other great athletes and throwing really far, and it's shocking at first, but I think I'll have a better experience outdoors now.
It's really great because those 2 are seniors, and I spent my entire 2 years here looking up to them, so I just trying to follow in their footsteps, and hopefully we can all do really well together.
I think we all just are out here and we love what we're doing and we have fun doing it, so we can cheer each other on every day and help each other out, and sometimes be more excited about everybody else's PRs or everybody else's performance, even if we're not doing well ourselves. So it's a really good dynamic where it's individual, but everybody still gets to come together as a team. So.
Yeah, one of the goals that I had in September at the beginning of the year when I was thinking about the 8 girls that we had and the new recruits that came in was to sweep the podium 1 through 8. It's never been done. Everyone's been searching and I've been looking, but in my 25 years being involved in track and field, I've never heard that ever happen in any event in any division. So that's pretty neat. And we didn't do it indoors, we were close, and then we got it outdoors. So that is was my second goal going into the outdoor championships. Of course, the first was to win as a team, and the second was to go 1 through 8, and we did both.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, the hardest part about nationals is it's like no other meet. The way they run it, the professionalism, how hard it is to get into finals. But the cool thing about nationals is if you make finals, with the exception of one person, they take 9 to finals, top 8's All-American. If you make it to finals, you got a really good chance of being All-American. So to get it on one of those first 3 throws, make the final, get that secure, and then try to up your place and obviously go for the win. We have Christina, who can win the hammer. We have Melissa, who can win the discus. They're ranked 2nd and 3rd in the nation, so they're going to be right there going for the national title.
Well, obviously, really stoked to be going. I'm really excited to be going with the teammates that are going with us. Everybody's worked so hard up until this point, and I know that great things are about to happen this weekend.
Yeah, coming off of indoor nationals, I mean, what an amazing experience. It was, unlike anything I've ever been to. So I just really want to be able to carry that energy into this meet and have similar results. And the fact that we can go with so many more people and so many more throwers and experience it with them is going to be really cool. So I kind of talked about it with you earlier, but just being here for 4 years and having our family grow has been amazing to be a part of. I mean, there's no other team in the nation that has this many throwers, and to be able to, go to meets, dominate together, be really close and just support each other together has been awesome.
Mel?
As a transfer, that was one thing I was worried about, because this family's already established and I'm coming into new territory, and they don't know me, but they've been together for years, and I walked in and everybody just with open arms welcomes you in and holds you to a higher standard, and I really love that about this team.
Obviously was really happy with my results at indoors, and to have 2 All-American awards is great, but I want 2 more. And I just, like I said, I want to be able to take the experiences that I've had from indoors and carry that into outdoors and get better results, and not finish 4th and 7th, but maybe, top 2 or, top 5 in all events.
I'm kind of on the same basis as Christina. I didn't have as much success as she did in indoors, but to be able to go and know what to expect moving forward makes me excited. I want to go, to North Carolina and show everybody what I've been doing in preparation to change the outcome that I got indoors for outdoor season. So.
It's pretty exciting. Not very many people can really say that they're going to compete on a national team, so it's a pretty fun thing to be able to say. Well, when I threw my qualifying throw, all I could focus on was how I had an itch on my nose. You talk to my coach, and that's all he can talk about. Honestly, it was very surreal because I kind of struggled throughout the whole entire season with being hit and miss at practice and whatnot because of academics and work and whatnot. But being able to go compete, have Concordia, wearing Concordia, it was cool. It was great. And it was also at another fellow GNAC school, which is Western Oregon, which made it even more exciting. So I definitely say we have strength in numbers. It's pretty cool just knowing that going there, we're going to be able to compete in the same atmosphere with teammates cheering behind us. We're very big on that, encouraging each other as we're getting ready to go in and throw. So being able to go with the same throwing environment, that'll be pretty nice.
I'm very excited. Definitely is an opportunity that I can say that I'll have for forever. I don't really know what to expect. I'm going into this, ranked 16th, but I'm just going to go out there and do my absolute best and hopefully go All-American, which is the goal, to go 5,000. So hopefully we can do that. Yeah, that's the goal, because I broke the pentathlon record, and I'm hoping to break my own record again. That's what me and Brock were talking about. So It's really cool because I've gotten to know a lot of the throwers more so than some of the other teams because I go out there and I throw with them shot put and javelin and whatnot. And it makes me feel really good when the throwers do take time to come and cheer for me in the long jump or the high jump or whatever. But then it's always nice to go over there and cheer for them. It's kind of great because we all get to like do better together. And like we have some of the best throwers in the country on our team, and it's great that I'm on a team with them. I get to watch them grow, and I get to watch them do amazing things. And it's great to be on the same team with them. So it's good. Oh, they're all really great. I mean, they've all helped me with shot put and whatnot. Easton, the javelin thrower, he's really helpful and whatnot with my javelin, but then all the shot putters, they definitely come out and they help whenever I'm out there, and they're like, hey, like you should do this better or focus on this, or hey, nice throw. So like if I don't feel like I'm doing well, they always make me feel better. So it's very helpful.
I mean, obviously, been a little bit of a longer year this year, but, obviously the men have a great indoor meet, win the conference title. Women got third. So, I think in terms of a team program, both programs finishing in the top 3 was the highest of any program in the conference, which I'm really proud of. Then, kind of take that momentum into the outdoor season, and we did even better. I mean, the men win it again. So they win the outdoor, so they're 2-time conference champs this year. And then the women get tied for second, and so which I think they came in ranked 4th. And so it shows how close of a battle that was or could have been, and the women really stepped up and did a great job. And so it's been obviously incredible through that journey of just kind of this whole entire process over the last couple of years and kind of building towards this year and everything that we're doing. Yeah, no, it was great. I mean, obviously, we've got the different event groups, and we've got outstanding coaches that work within each of those event groups, and so we let them kind of take control of what they're doing within there, and kind of have almost these separate little teams within a team. And that's kind of the unique part about being technically an individual sport, but with a huge team aspect involved. And I think sometimes with us, it takes a little while for that kind of culture and that part to kind of wrap itself around, but I think honestly how well everything went indoors really started to kind of foster that a little bit more and get that rolling. And then obviously again the momentum leading into the outdoor season. I mean that probably to me has been the most fun this year, is watching the different event groups, and as there's successes within each of those event groups and people out supporting, getting all the way out to the hammer and supporting that, or getting all the way over to the long jump and supporting that, and watching the 100, and just everybody starting to wrap more around each other, I think has been really, really fun, and kind of see that family atmosphere grow has been really good, and probably honestly has been a huge component as to why we've had the success we've had.
Yeah, one of the major things that I learned in competing in 21 years, I had 11 different coaches in 21 years, and I learned good and bad from all of them, but what they all taught me, all 11, was in order to have the best team, you got to have the best chemistry within the athletes. You got to make it fun, but you also have to be very stern with the athletes and make sure that they're getting the job done. So I bring the stern part of it and try to get them to become a family and to love each other and just root each other on. And the hard thing about this program is your top competitors at nationals are your teammates. Right now we have the number 1 women's discus shot and hammer group in the nation, 3rd in the men's hammer, 5 in shot, and number 1 in the discus. So we're arguably the best throws program in the nation on both sides. And that being said, the ones that are sitting at home are the ones that are getting beat by their teammates. So
Chelsea, came out. I think she's PR'd a little, about 150, 200 points this year in the HEP. So I think, great opportunity stepping her into this national championship. She was ranked 17th on the list for a pretty long time, and we were a little concerned that she wouldn't get in, and luckily we had a scratch and she's the last one in. But I think the beauty behind that is there's really no pressure, there's no expectations behind it, and she can go in, and if she does what she did at the conference multi and just adds on a little bit here or there, she could put herself in position to be in the top 10. I think that's how close that multi is going to be, and she's got a great opportunity. She's competing really well. Coach Bronco, working with her on a daily basis, has done an amazing job of developing her and the rest of that group, and I think that it's going to be really fun to see her. And then obviously I know Coach Rome has talked about the throwers already, but I think that it's going to be really fun to see, and that's what we've talked as a coaching staff. I think what I'm really excited about is how many opportunities we probably have at people walking out of there as All-Americans. And, you know, Christina does it twice indoors, you know, both the shot and the weight, but I think, you know, there's opportunities for multiple people, multiple events to do it outdoors, which will be really fun to see. And hopefully everything shakes down the way we want it to shake down. But I think, again, I mean, wrapping this whole thing all up, I think, you know, getting to the first national championship outdoors, seeing kind of how that all unfolds, and kind of just building on that momentum of what we've had all year is going to be hopefully an amazing experience for these student athletes.